Hi everyone, Elite Assassin here, and welcome to Reviewing the Rank Season 2 Overview. Now, I know last season was a little bit jumbled. It came out very oddly. The first episode came out and then there's a huge stretch of time between that and the reviews. And I apologize. A lot of that's on me. And a lot of that is on my direction for the series and how I thought I was going to be reviewing the matches. I had so many matches where I would record it, not like it, trash it. Record it, not like it, trash it. This season I've already identified the matches I want to review and the topic I want to focus on for each match. So hopefully this season will go a little bit more smoothly, and I do apologize for last season. Now, getting on to this season. This season had some interesting statistics, and it's definitely making me see this rank system very, definitely bringing some light to light some things about this rank system that I found a little weird. At the end, I'm going to be comparing the stats for both seasons and seeing what you guys think when it comes to where I placed. Last season, I placed Platinum 5. And this season, I also placed Platinum 5. I'll get into the stats later, but first I want to do a quick overview of the season. This season, I saw my win percentage go from 30 to 60%, so I won double the amount of games I won last season. Overall, some of these matches definitely seemed to go a bit quicker than last season's, which definitely allowed for me to not get as many kills as I did last season. And I definitely felt like I at least had better accuracy this season. The season also definitely had a lot of firsts for me, as I never played Overgrowth or Riptide at all yet. So going into these matches, I definitely felt very unfamiliar. And though these maps are remixes, I would definitely say they did a good enough job making them look different and playing differently than the maps are based off of. I really don't have a good feeling on both maps, as I've only played them both once. I can see where some people have issues with some, but I know some of their issues also stem from the Slayer game type and the weapons on map there, as Overgrowth only has the Plasma Caster during Strongholds in Team Arena. So I didn't really see that craziness of shotgun, overshield, sword, railgun, all the weapons that thing has on there, because it sounds ridiculous. But overall, my unfamiliarity with these maps definitely led to some poor play. And I could see that on these maps, I definitely didn't play my best. So when looking at these 10 matches, I went one-on-one on the new maps. And the one that I lost, I definitely did. Actually, I did equally worse as I did equally good on the other. Like my Overgrowth Strongholds map, I believe I didn't do too bad. I ended up going, 13 and 8. So, not too bad. But the Strongholds on Riptide, I ended up going 11 and 13. So, I actually did a bit better on the Overgrowth one. And hopefully if I see those maps for Season 3, I'll play them a bit more, because I'm going to try to get back more on the Halo grind. One thing to note with both of these placements that I think is also very interesting is that I went into both of these placement seasons without any warm-up matches and without really playing much Halo matchmaking prior to it. This season I had a little bit due to the Halo for Craze livestream, but besides that I really hadn't been playing that much. So really this is a very raw placement matches for me. Like I said, overall I think this season fared about as well as last season did. And one thing I want to try to do for Season 3 is be a little more practiced before going into it and see if I can really, make an adjustment. Because since I didn't really review my matches until, toward the beginning of the season or even after the season started for last season, I didn't get the learning experience. I didn't really sit down and learn from my mistakes last season. Though I definitely do think that you will see some improvements. Like the one match I reviewed last season was a Slayer on the rig that I made some really bad decisions, and I feel like I helped lose it for the team. This season we have a rig Slayer match that I believe is one of the review games. Yes, it is one of the review games. And you can definitely see how I've improved on the Rig Slayer. Some things I did better, some of the things I think I might have done the exact same. So, it'll be interesting to compare the two matches from 2 different seasons and see how I did. Also, have to take in mind, you know, the competition might have been different. So, overall, what do the stats say? Well, for this season, I ended up with 109 kills, 42 assists, 75 deaths, and 44.48% accuracy. I also had a 60% win percentage and a KD of 1.45. Overall, respectable stats. Nothing amazing, but not terrible. However, it's interesting to note comparing to last season. I had 3 less assists than last season, the same amount of deaths. I also had 10 less kills than last season. An accuracy that slightly went up by 0.47%. A KD that dropped 0.14%. And a win percentage that doubled. So the stats were very, very close for both seasons. And with me not having much prior playtime, I think it's very interesting to see that, you know, that's just kind of where I'm at, I guess. If I'm not practiced just going in, that's just how I play. And at least, if anything, it's somewhat consistent. And since both of these stats are consistent, I also ranked Platinum 5 again. So, you know, the rank was very similar. It was the same both seasons. The stats were very similar. The only glaring difference is that I won twice the amount of games as I did the previous season. So it definitely showed that winning maybe really isn't that big of a factor in the placement matches. So I'm very interested to see what is. I mean, I know people are saying that, you know, previous season rankings are affecting their thing because they're seeing that in placement matches they're getting players who are around their skill of last season, which I also saw. So it should be very interesting to compare next season and see how this trend goes. Alright guys, I'll be back with my 3 reviews for this season with specific topics to talk about in each game. So hopefully they're a little more streamlined than last season. I hope you guys enjoy them. Thank you guys, as always, so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.